back. And today we're going to be discussing don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, fam. Wait till you hear this story real quick. We'll be right back on the Keep It B podcast. Let's go.
Music TV.
Yeah, I know that intro had nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I like it anyway. Check this out. Let me bust this down for you. Check it out. Bring you this right here. Check it out. Look at this guy right here. This is what it looks like when you fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Says worker told to pose as a shooter for drill. Then cops held him at gunpoint, the lawsuit says. Brother, brother, brother. How you gonna let them set you up? Man, I would have told them, hell no. What you mean play the active shooter? So what? You can mistake me as the shooter for real so the police can come and shoot me for real? Like, nah, I seen that. I would seen that coming like 5 miles away. But anyway, it goes on to say, a man employed as a skilled laborer at a children's psychiatric hospital was introduced to pose as one of the two intruders as an active shooter drill at the facility. Says what 32-year-old Brandon Woodruff didn't know was that the hospital staff, children under the care, and the police had no idea it was a drill that day on December 21st at the Hawthorn Center in Northville Township, Michigan, according to the lawsuit. It says Woodruff was unaware employees were fearing for their lives and frantically calling 911, telling authorities that two men armed with AR-15s were inside the building and he would soon fear for his own life, the lawsuit said. Says when he and a co-worker who was told to pose as a second intruder stepped outside after completing their part of the drill, they were met with police officers in tactical gear and guns drawn, pointed at them, shouting, "Get out!" through a bullhorn, according to the complaint filed on May 15th. After being held at gunpoint, Woodruff and his colleague were handcuffed and detained for about 30 minutes, the complaint says. And I quote, I'm the one who almost got killed, but I'm honestly more concerned about the kids and how the other staffers feel, Woodruff Click on Detroit said in an interview. He said at the moment he was afraid of them, according to the outlet. Oh, no, it's at the moment they were afraid of him. Dude, you shouldn't have done that, man. That's trick bag, McGrick bag, man. Like you couldn't see that coming. There's no damn way y'all would have got me to pose. Is that is he on? Do he got some? Am I smelling? Hold on, man. Am I smelling a little bit of this, or am I detecting a little bit of this? I don't know because how could you not? How could you not know to How could you not know to do that? What up, mom? So check it out. It goes on to say, hold on real quick. It goes on to say that it says, my phone, I lost it. At the time, he and his wife's baby was due in 2023. He felt that he couldn't refuse the order from his supervisor out of fear of potentially losing his job. Although his supervisor asked him to carry an object with him in the drill, Woodruff didn't do so and thought the request was unusual. Yeah, because he was trying to get you killed. That's what your supervisor thinks about you. Your supervisor was trying to get you killed, fam. I mean, if you thought it was not necessary to carry the instrument in your hand, then you should have thought it was not necessarily to do the whole drill as it stands because it sounds like you knew the outcome. But anyway, It says the drill began with a panicked voice from the front desk worker who announced active intruders were inside the building over an announcement system between 10 and 11, according to the plane. Woodruff's supervisor made a second announcement saying that two active shooters, one Caucasian male, one African American male, with AR-15 shot fired, the complaint says. Chaos fear erupted throughout the hospital, according to complaint. Well, that's just wrong. Why would y'all even play with people like that? That's not how drills go. Drills don't go, you scare the crap out of people and then try to see if they're gonna do something. What if somebody in the hospital had a gun? What if it wasn't the police? What if somebody tried to make themselves the hero and took my man out? Because you wasn't even thinking about that. Says children were crying, staff was extremely afraid, and then some went and they thought this would be their last message to their loved ones or barricaded themselves inside the room. The complaint says a few employees called 911. When police arrived, staff believed that their worst fears were confirmed that it was a genuine active shooter, according to the complaint. When Woodruff and his colleague finished their task, they saw armed police officers with at least 8 patrol cars ordering them to get down and walk outside the building, according to the complaint. Woodruff, scared about that he was about to die, complied, and his Apple Watch to call his wife so she can get his last moments of his life. Man, dude, why would you know what could happen? So you just knew you was finna die, but yet you still played active shooter with a gun in a hospital? Psst. Unfortunately, the officers frisked and handcuffed his colleagues and then ordered Woodruff to get up before searching him, according to the complaint. Woodruff tried to tell the officers that he was an employee, but he was handcuffed and detained, the complaint says, because you black. The Northville Township Police Department issued a news release later that day and said that they and 3 other law enforcement agencies responded to receiving multiple 911 calls. They called it a surprise drill that was unannounced, according to the release. So if y'all knew it was a surprise drill, that's what I'm saying. According to the WOOF, the staff members engaged with law enforcement officers to resolve the situation. Now, Michigan Attorney General is reviewing the incident to the report, and it says the matter was referred to the office by Michigan State Police for a review of possible criminal charges. Danny Wilmer, the office press secretary, confirmed to the news on that statement. Police still are investigating an active shooter drill, and the Attorney General's office will make any possible charge decisions, according to Wilmer. Meanwhile, the drill left Woodruff with trauma, and he has regularly experienced emotional distress, including panic and anxiety attacks. Woodruff's lawsuit isn't the only lawsuit filed over the drill, according to his attorneys. Well, why y'all talking about it then? Because y'all always pocket watching black people. Because you want to see if it's a possibility of the black man getting anything, being compensated for his traumas. Pocket watching. It says a class action lawsuit was also filed by parents and children receiving treatment at the center, as well as the state health department employees, according to the attorney Michael Pitt, McGee, Palmer, Bonanni, and Rivers PC law firm. Pitt attorney Robin B. Wagney, also of the law firm, are representing cases. Northville is about 25 minutes west of downtown Detroit. You know where them niggas be. I like how I guess they do have to give you some sort of reference of where it is, but yeah, this story as well. So the lesson today here, kids, this is what I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about. Don't let nobody set you up for the okie doke. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe family. What's wrong with you, bro? I don't care if I was about to have quintuplets. I'm not finna let my supervisor tell me, a black man, to play an active shooter in no capacity. I wouldn't care if we was doing a skit at the company picnic. I wouldn't care if we was at the potluck after hours. What? Cuz was trying to get Cuz killed. He don't know what employee. We just did a story of a supervisor at a hospital who had a whole arsenal full of guns in his closet at work. We just did that. So it ain't like impossible that people be like strapped at work. That's just how it works. Anyway, y'all got a super long. Matter of fact, you know what? Since I'm not coming back, since there wasn't any 8:30, I ain't gonna do another video on this one because I like to let the titles speak for themselves in the algorithm. I'm gonna jump back in. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a late night. Keep it Peter night. So we'll see how late y'all asses up. And then I'm gonna tap in with you. But other than that, I ain't gonna hold ya. I'm just gonna mold ya, fold ya, and scold ya about being on code. Anyway, love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the door. For sure. You already know how I can.